Texas Tough. How you doing? Freight trucking. Marianne. Burr. Bam, number one. Awesome. Anna Metallica. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can you see my knee? I got shorts on. Wisconsin to Arizona. Lee, Mark, Blake, Artero, Gary Watson, TRG. You know what? Real quick, before we do anything, I keep meaning to go look up your channel, TRG, and I hadn't done it. I was thinking that somebody said you had videos. I don't know. Transformer Kathy, Ghost Now, Evelyn. I don't know if I said Lee Hamilton or not, but Lee. Good morning, good afternoon. For most, it's probably good afternoon, good evening. Kyle Jordan, Prairie Nomad. I'm going to be working on a 10 from here on out. Oh, look how white them things are, man. God almighty. I didn't have any clean pants, none. I looked and looked and looked. I wasn't gonna put shorts on until I come back out. When I come back out, I was gonna come back out with the shorts. And apparently, see, I thought this was pants, and when I yanked them out, it was the very last ones that I had to yank out. And when I yanked them out, they were shorts. I was like, God dang it, that's all I got clean right now is shorts. So I'm forced to wear shorts today. Todd, how you doing? Arturo, Donna. Okay, look at that. We got 44 people watching with only 4 softy crews. Now, if you notice the short I put up, oh yeah, just a friendly reminder, if you ain't got that thumbs up button yet, smash it, mash it, punch it, kick it, lick it. We do not care how you do it. Stop smurfing on it. Now, if you noticed, I put another short up this morning, kind of like yesterday's. Now, whether it gets the same traction or not, I don't know. You know, female videos always there's a world of difference between female and male videos. Now, yesterday was a female taking a picture of the truck. Today was a male taking a picture of the truck. So let's see what a difference it makes. And let me also point out this. From yesterday's video of that girl taking the picture of the truck, we gained 10 freaking subscribers from that. 10! I'm gonna have to get girls out here taking pictures of my truck more often. But no, okay, let me get to what I was saying. Now, I took and made a short of the girl yesterday, and made a short this morning of the guy. The girl day before yesterday, the guy last night. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Gary Watson that any time you catch somebody taking a picture of the truck, snap that for me. And here down the road, now I don't know, how long it might take to do it, but here down the road, I'll make a short compilation of people taking pictures of the truck. I'll take 9 seconds and I'll clip out as many of them as I can. Click, 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 click of people taking pictures of the truck. And we might even count the one, I don't know, we might even count the one where I was going into the scale house, when the camera flashed and you could see it pretty easily. I might even count that. Well, I probably will count that as one because, hey, they took our picture. So that's what I've got in mind for the whole picture thing, and that come to me this morning. I thought, well, we can make a compilation of that. Why not? So as soon as we get about 9 to 10 clips of people taking pictures of the truck, and that's just people taking pictures while I'm not out there, talking to them. Ones that just come up and take them, like. Even if I'm sitting in the truck, because we've had that happen a time or two. And somebody will walk up and ask, even if it's one like, as long as I'm not out there with them. That's what kind I'm talking about doing. I think we can manage that. I don't know if I saved the store or not. I'm not going to go back and see. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. C. Pal. People loves the horns. Yeah, they do. James Ewing. Donna. Chuck. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, Galaxy, I did miss you. Kathy, I'm not sure if I missed you or not. I'm gonna have to throw some dirt on my legs to for the best results of a tan. I have to just throw some dirt, go outside and grab some dust and dirt, and just toss it on my legs. That'll be a lot cheaper than a spray tan, and it'll darken quicker than me being out in the sun. Things are white, man. God bless. Put that thing down so y'all can take y'all sunglasses off. How about it? Okay, wait a minute. Let's fix it. There we go. See if that's any better. Well, dang it. My knee is still glaring light. I can see it. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Happy Memorial Day. Now, I did go over at Ernie's this morning, and I had it on his stream when he was telling AA about the parking in somewhere to write it down, mark it down because it's not in the books. So I was over there. See, you guys that was listening to that conversation, y'all know I was over there. I was number 101, I think. 101 or 102. I think it was 101. Now, I read somebody's community post last night, and in their community post, this is what they said. And if you read that community post, you'll know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention no names. Not going to do it. But I was reading in somebody's community post last night, and in their community post, they said about 6 moderators have been removed, have had their wrenches removed from our channel. This is a lack from coming in, I think. YouTube automatically removed your wrenches. We've had that happen once. We have had that happen once. YouTube removed Aaron, and YouTube removed Cat Mom back when we was up in Washington doing the tree delivery. It was when we picked the trees up in Washington, come down to Missouri with them. When we stopped off at the one stop in Missouri, YouTube had pulled Cat Mom's and Aaron's wrenches. Okay, well, they asked me about it. Aaron sent me an email and asked me about it, and I don't know, somebody in the chat asked about Cat Mom. So I was like, wait a minute. I didn't remove nobody. I haven't removed anybody. I said, so Cat Mom and Aaron's aren't showing. So I fixed it right there on the spot. I fixed it. Now, was it a lack of them coming in? I don't know, because those two was coming in and out on an irregular basis at that time for whatever reasons. I don't remember. Maybe summer, pretty close to summertime. Cat Mom does a lot. She does a lot of beach days. There you go. So now, with that being said, that's the only two that's happened to. That's it. One time has YouTube ever removed a couple of, or any mods, but they was put right back on as soon as I found out about it, because YouTube done it. Now there's other mods that's been removed that YouTube didn't do and that I did remove. They wasn't put back on. But in that community post, what it was saying was YouTube removed about 6 mods from this channel, and it was due to a lack of coming in. And that if you wanted to keep your mod status, make sure and come in every day. But all the content creators has nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. You guys are safe. YouTube does not care if you're a content creator or not. If they're going to remove you, they're going to remove you. You go back on. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. YouTube does not designate between content creators and people that doesn't create content. Just so you know that. So if you get removed from a moderator, from a channel, and they say that YouTube done it to you, and it's your fault for not coming into the channel, that was a lie. That's a lie. Barefaced, boned lie. I just thought I would clear that up for anybody that just happens to know what post I'm talking about. Don't be threatened by a freaking wrench, please. Just because you got a wrench in a channel that has 3,000 wrenches in it doesn't make that wrench special. It don't. It just don't. That's my rant for today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look outside. I'm just saying, if you've got a wrench on a channel that has bunches, where everybody has wrenches except for 1 or 2 people, the wrench ain't special. It just ain't. The only thing that wrench does right then and there is it helps you. You can put up anything that you want on that channel without YouTube blocking it. Just about anything. You can put up links, and you can go look at other people's channels. That's all it does for you. That's it. I think these channels that uses wrenches to get people to watch is messed up. Gets on my nerves. Freight trucking. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Now, I don't rant like this every single day, but when I do feel like ranting, you guys know me. You guys know me. When I feel like ranting about whatever it is that I want to rant about, you know me. I'm going to rant. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And when something aggravates me, I like to rant about it. What really grinds your gears? No, and really you shouldn't. You shouldn't just because you've got a wrench somewhere. You shouldn't think that it makes you any better, because really what the wrenches are for is to protect the channel. That's what the wrenches are for, is just to protect the channel from stuff like trolls. They're not given to people to protect their feelings. Just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean you automatically ban them from the channel that you're wrenching on. It just, you don't do that. Just because you don't like them doesn't mean that the channel doesn't like them. Or it doesn't mean that they're doing anything bad that they need to be blocked from the channel for. The same reason I got blocked from this other channel. I wasn't doing anything. That particular person with the wrench just didn't like me, so they blocked me. Never said anything out of the way, not one time. That's why a lot of people don't get wrenches on this channel, because wrenches aren't to make your day feel special. They're not. They're not to make my day feel special. The wrenches are no different. The only thing they can do is share links. That's it. And they can remove people that's acting stupid. And when I say stupid, I mean literally stupid. I don't mean just like saying, hey, I know somebody asked you 5 minutes ago what your location is, but can I ask you again? That's not being stupid. That's not. Almost home. Now look at that. I'm going to have to stop ranting and start riding, or I'm not going to make my 4 o'clock, what is it you call that? ETA that I give Tom and Scuba Dudes yesterday. I told him I'd be there between 2 and 4 o'clock. So, according to our GPS, we'll get there at 3:30. No traffic. Let's get rolling. Velociraptor, how you doing? And my screen is getting to where it freezes up a lot more. Kind of like the old phone did. It might unfortunately be time for a new screen. Just a friendly reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if you ain't got that thumbs up button yet, smash it, mash it, punch it, kick it, lick it. We do not care how you do it. Stop smurfing on it. We got over 117 people in here. We should have 100 thumbs up right now. I know 17 salty people's hanging out, but come on, y'all. Let's do this. Let's roll. I'm gonna wait to blow the horn. I'm not gonna do it right beside 82. Good Lord, the salty crew is afoot again. All aboard. Let's roll, dog. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Happy Memorial Day. Yeah, that's right. YouTube wrenches are cheap made. They don't even come from China, man. They come from the Amazon. And when I say the Amazon, I don't mean the Amazon trucks. You know, I'm talking about the Amazon. Dang bunch of wooden wrenches. We just painted them blue to make them look good. But I know there's some people that they get handed them wrenches and they think they're got to be loyal to the channel that they've got the wrench at. But I understand when everybody's got wrenches except for 1 or 2 people. It's just, it's kind of like the Dr. Seuss, the stars upon thars scenario. It's kind of the same as that. The star-bellied sneetches, that's it. It's kind of the same thing. I mean, eventually, nobody's going to know the difference. Once they go through that star on and star removing machine. Plastic wrench is free. But here, let me tell you another thing. Let me give you another thing about the wrenches. When you hand out 10,000 wrenches to everybody, we know, here's the whole thing about that is how do you know you're not giving a troll a wrench if you give everybody wrenches? How do you know that you're not giving a troll a wrench? You don't. If you give everybody wrenches that comes to your channel, well, you're going to give some trolls some wrenches. Of course you're going to. I mean, I got a wrench on another channel. That's how I got kicked out. More wrenches than an open. Oh, look at that. Salty. You guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, Much for the first 100 thumbs up right here to Ride Along Gang. Really do appreciate it. Snatch some salt from the salty crew, butter up that popcorn, enjoy the rest of the ride. Now, we do love the Misfits around here. How much do we love the Misfits? Freaking bunches. I just want you guys to know, though, that YouTube does not, I mean, they do remove wrenches from time to time. We've only had it happen one time at this channel. It's not been a regular occurrence. And if you've got a wrench at another channel and they're going to take the wrench away from you just because you don't come in there every single day, well, then they're holding you by a leash. And if you want to let somebody hold you by a leash, well, I guess you can do that. Hang on a second, we'll clear them. Alright, give me 45 seconds worth of buffer to clear up these pixels, starting now. Yeah, my phone's getting hot, plus it needed clean, the lens needed clean, I forgot to do that, so that might be what caused them pixels so quickly. Geo, how you doing? Amazon is America. 10 for on there. Thank you, James. Thank you. Wrench is made from bamboo. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all are awesome. Alright, we got 107 miles to go. We got 107 miles to go. It's 1:30 right now. It's a 2-hour trip, provided we don't hit a bunch of traffic going to Atlanta. We may or may not, I don't know. Being Memorial Day, either everybody's going home from their weekend partying or everybody already made it home. One or the other. That should be a definite. Did I look at the traffic? Well, no. Y'all know me by now. I don't do stuff like that. Most of the time. I do sometimes, but most of the time I don't. Yeah, the delivery is at midnight tonight. So, now here's what's going to happen there. Depending on how long it takes them to unload us. Now, the last Walmart delivery up in Cheyenne, the watermelon delivery, that took them, oh Lord, I think it was 5 hours to unload us and get our paperwork back to us. But that's because it was a watermelon load. Watermelons, they check every single crate to make sure. I don't know how many of the melons out of each crate they check, but they check the melons out of every single crate, a certain number of them. So it did take them about 5 hours to unload us. This is onions. I don't know how they do as far as the checking on onions. They generally unload them pretty quick, generally. So if we're unloaded by 2 a.m. in the morning, that's actually when we're going to be doing our drive home. And the reason why is because I don't want to lay down and go to sleep and wake up at 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So, if we get unloaded by 2 o'clock in the morning, then our ride home will be 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll be home by 6 a.m. should be. If they wait, you know, if it takes them till 5, then we'll leave out at 5. as soon as I get unloaded tonight, I'm leaving, and that's when the live stream will start up. So it might be a middle of the night stream, and it might not. I don't know. How cold do onions have to be? We've got our temperature set on 45. Velociraptor is correct, 45. Deep fried scorpions are good to eat. John, how you doing? And now I actually did sleep a little bit later today than I intended on. I stayed up though kind of late. Actually, not inside the truck. No, I have to get out of the trucks. We've got some trailers where I can look in my rearview mirror and it shows the temperature reading. We've got some trailers that do that. It's very few though. It's maybe 5 at the most. I mean, it could be more, but I've only had 2 or 3 of them. But for the most part of our trailers, if I want to see what the temperature is, I have to pull over and hop out and look. But as long as your light is not showing a fault back there, now I do have a light that I can see from the mirror. That's where the temperature shows up on some of the trailers, but I do have a light that is showing a white T right now, which means my reefer's running fine. If that T clicks over to an orange K, then something's wrong with the reefer, whether it's stopped running, you know, for some reason, or if it's still running but it's got a fault on it, then that lets me know that I need to check it and see what the alarm is. So as long as the T is lit up white, I should be okay. But now they can monitor my reefer from the office. You know, so if my temperature shoots up to 60 degrees, it'll set off an alarm at the office. They'll look at it and they'll say, hey, your temperature's reading 60 degrees. They'll either fix it there or they'll tell me to pull over and look at it. One or the other they will always do. So yeah, they can, at the office, they can turn my reefer off, they can turn it on, they can switch it from continuous mode where it's continually running to a cycle load where when it gets to the temperature that it's required, it'll shut itself off. Then when it gets out of the temperature range, it'll turn itself back on. That's called cycle mode. They can change the temperatures, turn them off, turn them on. They can get any repair work, Tamara. If something needs repaired here, the only thing and clear them. But now when it comes to any kind of repair work to these trucks or trailers, they've got national accounts with maintenance people out here on the road from one side of the country to the other. And if anything goes wrong, I either pull over right then and there or pull over at the next safe spot, and they'll send somebody to me if I can't get to a spot. Now, owner-operators, that's different. A lot of them guys will learn how to do maintenance, and anything that they can do out here on their own, they will. But that's to save them money. As far as company driving goes, there's the only thing we do, put fuel in, we put oil in, and that's it. You know, water, coolants. We can change our, you know, windshield wiper blades, stuff like that. Something that's very easy, very simple, and doesn't have to be certified in any way. And you know, that's like that's like the fifth wheel. I've replaced fifth wheels on trucks, not out here on the road, you know, when I was doing the yard dogging. So replacing fifth wheels is something that I know how to do. I've helped with the tire changing process. I could do it. It might take me forever, but I could do it because I've assisted with them enough that I know a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But it wouldn't be pretty watching me do it. It just wouldn't. But when it comes to doing anything like that whatsoever, even like changing the bulbs on the trailer, the light bulbs, you know, I'm not gonna do anything like that. Tony, how you doing? At the Los Lunas, New Mexico Walmart DC. Don't forget to stop by the food truck. That's the only one in America that I know of that has a food truck on the property. Now there might be more, but that one's the only one that I know of, Los Lunas. How often do I have the oil changed? About somewhere around the 80,000 mile mark is what they do on oil changes with our trucks, give or take. The fifth wheels are a pain to replace. And see, I've even done, like, I've replaced the trailer doors on trailers. I've done that a bunch. But if I was to get out here and knock my trailer door off, I'm not going to replace it. I'm not, even though I know how to do it, and I've done it many times, I'm not going to do it. If I knock my trailer door off, they'll either have to send somebody to me or send me somewhere to get it fixed. Plain and simple. And I've replaced a bunch of doors on trailers. Oh man, do we got a fishing tournament going on? Well, it ain't going on yet, but it's they're headed that way, I think. No, wait a minute, they've probably been that way. Yeah, power tools always help. Now, for anybody that wants to know the location, just throw up location in the comments and I'll give a location. If you want to know the temperature, throw up the temperature and I'll give out the temperature. If you want to know what time it is, you don't know what time it is here, well, say time and I'll do that too. Time, temperature, location. How about that? Location is, according to the GPS, Villa Rica, Georgia. Fishing, I'll tell you what, I wish I could fish for a living. No, I don't, because I wouldn't be able to make anything. It would be like gambling for a living. No. Bojangles. Now I'm hoping, I don't know that we're going to have any luck with it, but I'm hoping that when we get up here that this truck stop will have at least one paid parking spot available. Now whether it will or not, I don't know. But their entire little lot that they've got is paid parking. Have I eaten yet? Man, I tell you what, I ate so much last night. I made a little cooking video again. And by the time I ate it, it was like 2 o'clock this morning, and my guts are still full on what I ate last night. I did not expect that to fill me up like it did, but no, I have not eaten this morning, and I will not eat at least until we get there, if not several hours later today. Because I feel right now like I just ate right before we left, is what I feel like right now. I mean, cooking video, it was more like a eating video. It's more of an eating video. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that filling me up like that, but man, I tell you, it did. Wow. Pit stop. And now I've come up with something clever, I think. Anytime I think something's clever, it's usually not that clever, but I think I've come up with a clever way of getting our YouTube channel advertised to however many people that it might work. I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see, a lot of yous know about the magnets. Maybe some of yous don't. I don't know who does and who doesn't. I know a lot of yous know about the YouTube magnets that I have with the channel name on it. But what I'm going to do is I come up with a solution on how to fix the magnet in the front. I was going to, when I ordered it, my whole thought process, I was going to put one of the magnets on my bumper, and I was going to put one of the magnets on the trailer door, and just make sure and get the trailer door magnet every time that I dropped and hooked. But the magnets do not stick on the trailer doors. They do not stick on my bumper. Now, the only place they stick is on the door. And it's weird because when we met up with Pin a Truckin' Girl USA, she loved those magnets. And the only place those magnets would stick on their truck was the bumper. That was it. Would not stick on their doors, wouldn't stick on their sleeper, their steps, nothing. The only place that would stick was on their bumper. And that's actually where I wanted it, was on my bumper, and it wouldn't stick there. They're okay on the door, but I don't really like them on the doors. So I actually give Colorado Springs one of them, and give Gary the other one that I had here in the truck. We got a bear in the woods, ladies and gentlemen. Man, when did they change the Georgia State Patrol colors? Kathy, how you doing? Turbo, how you doing? Welcome to the Ride Along Gang. So what I'm gonna do, this is my thought process. Now, whether it works or not, I don't know. But this is what I'm thinking. Everybody that is and does take pictures of the bullhorns, I want to think that they put them up somewhere on their social media accounts, somewhere, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is. Magnets made in the Ridge Factory. So what I'm going to do, or what my plans are to do, is to get it stuck out there just under Rudy's head. That way, when people take pictures of it, they might cut it out, but they might not. That way, anytime somebody takes a picture of it and sticks it up on their social media, however many people sees their particular posts on their social media, we'll be able to see the magnets. And I know a lot of people sees them from the doors, but usually when it I noticed that when it come to having them on the doors, what people would do, we got a rolling bear, what people would do is they would see it, they would look up the channel, they'd pop on, some would subscribe, I don't know, some wouldn't, but they'd pop on just for that few minutes and that was it. That you never see them again. So what I'm going to try to do is that's what I want. Like I said, that's where I wanted it, was out front. I'm just going to, I think I got an ideal. I may be way off base, but I think I got an ideal for getting that magnet stuck up there where I wanted it at. Ron, how you doing? Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Everybody? Everybody. QR code. Let's put a QR code on Rudy's forehead. That would be pretty cool. Let's tighten these straps, yeah. Quick Bird, how you doing? Well, no, I don't want to Gorilla Glue it. Oh, we got disco lights on the left. Now that Georgia State Patrol had the regular color. What's the difference? That one was a bronze gold color. So now, I don't know if Sarge is going to be able to make it today or not. He's going to try to make it today. Scuba Dude, I know Scuba Dude will make it. Last time we delivered to Monroe, he was there. So Sarge will be able to get it on. If he can't, that's all right. That'll be all right. But if he can, that'll be wonderful. The county cop, that gold one? I don't know. That was awful nice and shiny and pretty for a county cop. I mean, it might have been, but 170 thumbs up. Just a friendly reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if you've not got that thumbs up button yet, smash it, mash it, punch it, kick it, lick it. We do not care how you do it. Stop smurfing on it. Don't be a part of the salty crew. You was there in October? The info on that. Trucker, how you doing today? Oh my gosh. Hey, mister, how's it going? Welcome to the Ride Along Gang. Even if you're just popping in, everybody, welcome to the Ride Along Gang. I know A lot of people just pop in for just a few minutes and that's it. But y'all are welcome to come back. We are here every single day for y'all's viewing pleasure, whether it's Memorial Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, 4th of July. We run most holidays. Jay Clark, how you doing? Now Christmas, not so much, but well, I don't know. One year we was at it Christmas time. One year we was at it. We alternate the holidays around, but just because it's a little one-day holiday doesn't mean we're not going to run. Oh yeah, my last cooking video finally toppled over 1,000 views. Thank you guys for checking it out. I do appreciate it. That is awesome. Gotta make that dough, yeah. Well, the freight don't stop just because it's a holiday. I mean, the needs don't stop. People still need everything that they need. And do I get holiday pays for doing this? No. You don't get holiday pays in trucking. Not unless you are an hourly driver. Now, if you get paid by the hour, then those companies do tend to pay. Some of them pays holidays, not all of them, because they don't have to. Truck companies don't have to pay holiday pays. Even the ones that pay by the hour. But see, here's another thing about the ones that pay by the hour. There's only a few certain select that pays overtime wages. Truck companies don't have to pay overtime wages, so a lot of them don't. No such thing as overtime or holidays out here. Unless you're with one of the few, I'm going to say one of the few, that actually respect their drivers enough to give them that money. Yeah, most either pays by the load or by the mile or by the load. And that's what I'm saying. They do not tack overtime onto that. They do not tack holiday pay onto that. It's just flat by the mile or by the load. And then they don't pay you every single mile that you drive. There's a few out there that do, but let me give you a little example of that. If you take a driver that gets paid practical route miles, chances are they're going to make somewhere around 50 to 70 cents per mile. If you take a driver with a company that gets paid every single mile that they drive, well, they're going to get paid somewhere between 30 and 60 cents a mile. So it's going to average out pretty dang close to the same, whether you get paid practical route miles or every mile driven. If they pay you every mile driven, it is a lower pay rate. Now, according to that sign, we got a scale house coming up. It was a way in motion. Yeah, practical route miles is a ripoff, but that's what most companies pay is practical route miles. It's a non-drive-wise site. So open or closed, no bypass, unless it's a side of the highway bypass. Yeah, practical route miles is a ripoff because they do cheat you out of a lot of money. But like I say, the ones that pays every mile that you drive is a lower cents per mile, usually by half, 3/4, a quarter to, you know, like I say, if you get paid for every single mile that you drive, chances are the company's going to pay you about 30 to 50 cents per mile. If you drive for a company that pays practical route miles, they generally pay 50 to 70 cents a mile. It equals up to the same. It does. At the end of the week, it generally equals up to the same. Way station 1 mile, follow signs. Now they do have signs out here on the highway, so we might get a bypass, we might not. Truck bypass way station. So I want to say, with it being Memorial Day, they are closed. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't see an open or closed sign. But we did get the way in motion bypass. And the traffic's thickening up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Lithia Springs, Georgia. The traffic is getting thicker. We are 8 miles from the Atlanta bypass. We are taking the south loop, south side around. 2 away from 200, ladies and gentlemen. Just a friendly reminder, if you ain't got that thumbs up button yet, I am out here working on Memorial Day. Unlike a lot of people, smash it, mash it, punch it, kick it, lick it, we do not care how you do it. Stop smurfing on them thumbs. Boom! You guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, are freaking awesome. Thank you so much for over 200 thumbs up right here at Ride Along Gang. Really do appreciate it. Now snatch some salt from the salty crew, butter up that popcorn, enjoy the rest of the ride. We do love the misfits around here. Excuse me. How much do we love the misfits? Freaking bunches. Modern day cowboy, maybe, 10, 15, 20 years ago. In today's time, I don't know so much about being a modern day cowboy. Trucking is not what it used to be. It's not the same. I mean, you get out here and you go load to load, town to town, the same, but it's a huge difference in the trucking world today than there was 20 years ago when I first started. We are just short of it, quick burn, just short of it right now. We are sitting at 299,395 miles on the truck. Now, this Monroe delivery during onion season, was it last year or year before last? Year before last, we hit 100,000 on the truck at this exact same delivery, Monroe, Georgia. We was leaving the delivery maybe 5 miles, within 10 miles of leaving the delivery. We hit 100,000 miles on the truck. Now, with this Monroe delivery, we're going to come up just a little bit short of 300,000 miles. So we hit 200,000 probably during onion season last year. I don't remember where we was at though. Yeah, it'll happen right after leaving out of home time, as a matter of fact, is where it'll happen at. We was headed home on the 100,000 mile mark from Monroe, Georgia. We was, like I say, we had just pulled out. Maybe it was within 20 miles. I know that we was just outside of Monroe, I believe. We got Six Flags over on the right hand side, ladies and gentlemen. And this year it'll be just coming out. Just coming out. Gerald, how you doing? 100,000+ a year. 100+ a year. Right around, I think the first year we had this truck, we were at 140,000 in it. Or maybe 120. Maybe it was 120. It's a little over 100,000 a year. Not a lot, but a little bit. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, at that 100 to 120,000 mile a year mark, through the entire fall through spring seasons, I take anywhere from 5 to 10 days off every month. So at that 100,000+ miles a year, that's with it. 5 weeks, I want to say 5 or 6 weeks off per year. Solid. If I only took the 2 to 4 days off every single month, like I really should do, you know, no more than 4 days off every month, then we would probably do around 150-ish, 160,000 a year, something like that. But through the fall through spring, I like to take a few days off when I do go home. I'd much rather take 5, 6, 7, 8 days off most of the time. And the company don't complain about it. They never have any issues over it. All they ask is that I don't take that many days off during onion season. That's all they ask. I was told that they trade them out, or they trade the drivers out of the trucks. They get to put the drivers in new trucks every 280-ish thousand miles. I think they'll keep me in this truck till at least somewhere in this onion season. They might change me out. I'm kind of hoping that they don't, but somewhere in this onion season, whether it be at the start of it here or at the end of it. And I'm hoping when and if they do change me out, I'm hoping that they put me in another red one, but I don't believe that's going to happen. They'll put me in a different color one. I was looking, how many feet is 113 inches? Is that 8 foot? I need over, man. I'm a coming too. I'm not taking this exit just because you don't want to move over. Not too bad right now. 9.5 feet. Dang it, I was thinking 8 foot, but I was looking at a TikTok last night. I don't know why I was even on TikTok for, but I was looking at a TikTok last night and they had a longhorn on there. It was a female. The longest longhorn in the world. And she had, I think he said a little over 113 inches, but I figure, if it was a little over 113, it wasn't quite 114. It was probably 113 and a half or something like that. Tip to tip longhorns. And there was so many people in the comment section was like, I feel sorry for her. Doesn't she get a headache all the time, or doesn't her head hurt or her neck hurt because she's got them big, huge longhorns? I feel sorry. I'm like, dang. I had to leave a comment. I couldn't resist. I could not resist that people would think that a set of longhorns on a cow's head would bother it, when them things, not the longhorns, just cows in general, or bulls in general, can take the average size man of about 5'8" and throw them with their head several to 10 feet in the air. And they think that them longhorns is actually going to be enough weight to give them a headache or make their shoulders hurt. That would be like us holding an ink pen, I think. I think in the same general sense, it would be about the same as us holding an ink pen. Maybe a little bit heavier than an ink pen, but not much. I mean, I was like, some people are just, I don't even know how to describe that, but yeah. I mean, the longhorns that I've got out on my truck, they're not heavy. They're not heavy at all. They might weigh 2 pounds tops. And I know that's not 9 foot. That's not 9.5 foot worth of horns. I know that. But, they're not going to make that much difference in the weight. Maybe an extra 2 to 3 pounds tops. I just thought it was funny. But man, that's huge. And she kind of held her head a little bit sideways, because she's, I guess, used to having to tilt her head to get through stuff. And when he was walking up to her, she tilted her head so that the horn wouldn't hit him when she decided to move away from him. But man, they was huge. They was. And they actually went up and arched, kind of like how ours does, rather than, looping down. A lot of the big ones, they kind of loop down. But you could probably, oh man, I think he might have had it tagged as that, so you could probably look up world's largest longhorns and see the exact video that I'm talking about. Nick, how you doing? Welcome to the Ride Along. Everybody give Nick a nice warm Ride Along gang welcome. Jordan, how you doing? Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Everybody? Get your motor running. We got airplanes. Everybody. always as safe as possible. Miles an hour is what that silver vehicle is going. I just barely got that back over, or got it over to in time to read that. 92 miles an hour zipping through Atlanta traffic. Coming, I seen that night trailer bouncing. There wasn't nothing I could do. I couldn't get over. We got a walker. Man, that slowed me down too much. Dang it. Stupid night truck. It was a hobo, I think. How many miles to the drop? 57. We don't deliver till midnight tonight, though. Don't get behind a 62 mile an hour truck. God. He killed my speed. There's a truck stop. There's a truck stop right there at it. It's paid parking, but hopefully they've got at least one spot available. Hopefully, with it being Memorial Day, they might not. I'll find out when I get there. If they don't have a spot available, I'll have to street park. Which is another thing that I'm hoping, that if I end up having to street park, that the street's not already lined up, to the max with trucks. One way or another, we'll park right there. Whether it's in the parking lot or on the street. If the street's full though, and there's no reserved parking, then I'll have to I guess, go to the nearest super center. Which shouldn't be too awful far. Shouldn't be. It's a mom and pop truck stop, so I don't know. Or, you know, it's a little truck stop, little. And that's what I mean by if there's any spaces available, they might all be reserved up. I think it's a lot of local runners that park there most of the time. Getting ready to cruise under the Atlanta Airport runway, one of them, or two of them. We about to cloak right now. This is the runway right here that we're under right now. And if you look to your immediate right, we've got a jet coming in, two jets coming in, very low. Check that out. As look straight ahead of us, right over the signs right now. Well, we've got it on freaking wide view. I don't know how well you're able to see that. My bad. That's one thing that I don't like about the wide view is because it pushes that kind of stuff out. Oh no, we're not in wide view. My bad. We're not in wide view. What are you talking about, driver? Get it straight. There's another one coming in right over on the left-hand side. I thought we was in wide view till I reset the pixels and that put us in the regular view. So my bad. You saw it. You was able to see it. Heck yeah. Dang, man, this thing is huge. I'd love to one day get us somewhere real close to where well, kind of like the Michigan airport when we was up there, Detroit airport, but like right around where the planes are real low and video coming in. Pixels, Alright, give me 45 seconds worth of buffering to clear up these pixels, starting now. And y'all missed that airplane due to the pixel cleaning. Oh, look at that. No trucks over 6 wheels allowed in the left 2 lanes. Yeah, the left 2 lanes, sir. I've never had an issue traveling in the one left lane, the one right there. I've done it quite often coming through Atlanta. I've never had an issue on it, but doesn't mean it won't never have an issue. We just passed a street camp here in Atlanta, Georgia. We could have stayed on 20 and went straight through Atlanta, but you go through Atlanta in a truck, not on the bypass, and you do anything out of sorts, you're going to be in trouble for it. If you're in an accident, even if it's the other driver's fault, that automatically will get pinned on the trucker because the trucker shouldn't have been there. And if the trucker hadn't have been there, the accident wouldn't have happened. That's the way Georgia looks at traffic accidents. If you're somewhere where you shouldn't have been or doing something that you shouldn't have been doing and you have an accident, it's automatically your fault because you shouldn't have been there in the first place. That little silver car that just went around us was doing 102 miles per hour, ladies and gentlemen. Probably they're the big boxes, I think. No, they're the small crates. They're all crated up together. It's like the little basket boxes, like what you see when you go into the grocery store. The two-handed, the ones you can pick up with 2 hands, basket boxes. They stack all them basket boxes up on each other on a pallet. Coming soon to a random radar series near you. Not today, not tomorrow, maybe the next day. I like to give it a few days on them random radars. I like to give those a few days for people to forget about them. And man, you'd be surprised at how many people forgets in just a couple of days. we got in there? Golf course? Looks like it. It is a golf course. Alright, so now I watched the video last night that I was telling you guys yesterday about the $3,000 paramotor. It wasn't the full video. It was just the getting it started up and everything. The actual flying is to be continued. So, I was aggravated. I was a little bit aggravated about that. But maybe I just didn't read the title. I don't know. It was just the unboxing, putting it together, and cranking it up part of the video. The flying, I guess, will be the next one uploaded. Mr. Cow, how you doing? Just a friendly reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if you ain't got that thumbs up button yet, smash it, mash it, punch it, kick it, lick it. We do not care how you do it. Stop smurfing on it. Now, see, according to that sign we just passed, it's legal for us to get over into this next left lane. Just not the far left lane. Georgia peaches? Nah, I don't like peaches, so I don't seek out peaches. Alright, we got 39 miles to the delivery. Our delivery time is not till midnight tonight, and depending on how long it takes for them to unload us tonight will be depending on when our stream starts tomorrow. Tomorrow will not be a late stream though. It will be early. I just don't know how early. Anywhere from our stream tomorrow's stream will start anywhere from probably 2 to 6 a.m. It will be an early stream tomorrow. Two to 6, did I say p.m.? Not p.m., a.m. Somewhere between 2 and 6 a.m. in the morning. We should be there in about 30-ish minutes. 30 to 40 minutes. hopefully they'll, even if they don't have any reserved spots or paid parking spots open, hopefully they'll have some spots empty. That way I will go ahead and park in the parking lot, even if they don't have any available. If they've got one empty, I will park in the parking lot. That way it'll be easier and safer for Scuba Dude, and if Sarge makes it, it'll be easier and safer for them to do the meetup. Then after the meetup, if they don't have any reserved spots available to pay for, then I'll move out on the street. $112 for that black car, ladies and gentlemen. 112 miles per hour. Dang it, man. Dang it. He was scooting. What I like about doing those over or under 100 is because on the replay it doesn't look like they're going over 100, and most people is like, no way, no how. There was one guy though, he got on there and he done a indicated estimating. He actually laid out the formula to why and how the car was going the speed that it was going, and he was pretty spot on with it. But he did also say that's provided that the replay video is true on its speed and time, and it hadn't been sped up or slowed down. And of course I don't speed them up or slow them down, so anytime you look back at them, it is true on time, and even if it does look slow. You can tell he was doing 100 right here, but now when I throw it up on the short shelf, none of them looks like they're, well, most of them doesn't look like they're doing 100. Most of them looks like they're doing high 80s to low 90s at best. So that's what gets a lot of people on the comments, because it looks slower on the replay. I don't know why, but it looks it. Yeah, it does. It depends sometimes on that, because not every single time am I doing 72. A lot of times, but not every single time. Like with the motorcycle in California, I wasn't doing 72, but good Lord. I wasn't doing 5 miles an hour either, and that's what it made it look like when he come zipping by us. It looked like I was doing about 5 miles an hour. Yeah. I think the over and under, I want to think that the over and under videos on the short shelf, that's what actually has got this channel recognized as the over and under videos on the short shelf, that is. Yeah, the Arizona racers, the Porsche and the and the crotch rocket. But now I believe they might have been going over 130. I believe them two was actually going over. That's the maximum that our radar's ever read, though, is 130. And we've done it on a few different occasions with the 130. So apparently my radar maxes out at 130. I believe them two in Arizona was doing a good 180. I believe. Thank you, Gene. Thank you. Do appreciate that. It's going pretty dang fast. Maybe not 180, but I'd like to have me an actual speed radar gun, one that would register up to 180 or 200. Where I moved my was it on the 360 camera, you know, when I do 360 video. The only thing about that is I cannot put my sun visor down, and in order to close the curtains on the truck, I have for the sun visor, which means I can leave it up there in that spot for the drives. Every night I have to take it down, and every day I have to put it back. Mighty Bull, how you been? How you been? They like to try hitting 300 kilometers an hour. And we got Buffalo. Do that. I don't get that. Of course, maybe he sped up and she was like, slow down, there ain't no sense in that. Because she was giving her hands back and forth. Rockdale County Fire Training. See, kept it right there at the same speed and was able to come back around me. It's not that big a deal to be behind a truck. It just ain't. Unless you're on a 2-lane highway going uphill. Then it might be a big deal. Ladies and gentlemen, can we hit 300 thumbs up before we get to Monroe, Georgia and meet up with Scuba Dude? Or will it be right after we get to Monroe, Georgia and meet up with Scuba Dude? We are in Conyers, Georgia right now. Well, that's what we're about to do. We're about to get on a road with red lights. This one don't have them. We're on I think we're on 20 right now. Right up here at the delivery. Scuba Dude lives about 10 miles from where we're delivering at. Ish. Trailer on there. Conyers Monroe exit. No, I haven't seen him in here. It's actually early for Sarge, but he might be getting ready. I don't know. Welcome back, Tommy. "24 miles away, ladies and gentlemen, and the red lights begin." I think we've got quite a few red lights between here and there, quite a few. How you doing, Tim? How you doing? Thank you. To appreciate it. Charlie, how you doing? Stay on the loop to 78. It might be easier that way. This is the way we always go when we come in here, though, is we come down this route right here. I'll have to remember that for next time. See, my GPS don't always give me the perfect route. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. I don't mind doing a little bit of city driving though. It don't hurt anything. You know, unless we're running behind, and we're nowhere near behind. a bunch of U-Hauls out here. Might be close to a U-Haul place. There's a Walmart. 23 miles to Monroe, 45 miles to Athens. Beautiful day out here, y'all. Beautiful day. According to the truck, now we got 79 degrees here in Conyers, Georgia at 2:57 in the p.m. Now, I did tell Scuba Dude and Sarge that I would arrive somewhere between 2 and 4 o'clock here today. Well, it's going to be about 3:25, so done pretty good on the ETA. Now, since I've rearranged the location of the camera mount, we don't... Hey, there's a truck driving school. One of these days, I'm going to get us a truck driving school video. We don't seem to have as much wobble out on the cam like when we're taking off or going through the chugging gears. It just don't seem to have all that wobble that it had previously. So that's a good thing. And now, unfortunately, I don't think I got any stickers in to bring back out with me. Maybe I do, but I don't think so. I'll have to get Tasha to order some for the next go around. over another ghost. I believe it leads Georgia International Horse Park. Yeah, well, I did have some for me to get them things handed out. That's for sure. It did not take long. Jay Reed, how you doing? We are in Conyers, Georgia, about 18 miles from our delivery. Well, when we leave back out of here, we should be. It will probably be dark. As soon as they get me unloaded, load. The appointment time is at midnight. As soon as they get me unloaded, and my 10 hours. Well, I don't even really have to wait for the 10 hours. I can do it on a split break. We'll be leaving out of here as soon as they get me unloaded. So it may be somewhere between 2 a.m. in the morning and 6 a.m. depending on how long it takes them. If they get us unloaded quick, it'll be around 2 a.m. You know, if they take their time, it might be 3, 4, 5. I don't think it'll be much past 5 a.m. when we start up in the morning. We'll catch you next. Yeah, just there. It will be perfect time for the UK people. It'll be a dark job, but it'll be a job nonetheless. Usually, most of the time, what I would do is I'd wait till early in the morning, like after the sun come up, to take off. But since I'm only getting 2 days and then right back out, I'm gonna go ahead and take off as soon as I get unloaded. Under normal circumstances, I would wait until 8 or 9, 10 o'clock in the morning to do it. Meemaw Hopkins? I don't think so. Meemaw Hankins? I don't think so. How far am I from the house? About 3 hours. It's about a 3-hour drive up to the house. 180-ish miles, give or take. 3 to 4 hours. It's not over 4 hours, I don't think. Well, if I've got them when I come to Florida, we do Florida runs during this onion season. And like I said, I don't know if she ordered any already, or if they've got there, if she has ordered them, if they've got there yet. Not 100%. So I won't have any coming out of this home time. It'll be next home time before I can get my hands on any more of them. As far as I know, they're the yellow onions. I don't know if there's any reds in there or not. I don't think they are. We are in Walnut Grove city limits, according to that sign back there. Walnut Grove, Georgia. And let me clarify something that I said earlier today, this morning right at the start. When I said that if you think that the blue wrench makes you special, it don't. Just remember that you are special with or without that wrench. Let me clarify that. I know I didn't clarify it, and that might have sounded kind of way off balance when I said it. So let me clarify that. With or without the blue wrench, you're special. You don't need a blue wrench to be special here. Ten-4? 10-4. 12 miles away, ladies and gentlemen. I bet you Scuba Dude's already there. I bet you he's already there waiting on us. Yes, indeed. You are special. Each and every single one of you. I wanted a purple wrench anyway. 10-4 on that. All the misfits are special in my book. All of them are. Semi-Ernie, how you doing today? I popped in on you live. I was in there for probably a good 30 minutes. Probably. I don't know exactly how long I was in there, but I popped in there when you was telling Double A about the one truck stop. I think he might have said Irondale, but you was telling him to mark it in his book. That it's not marked in the book, and you was telling him to mark it in his book, that it was a good spot to stop, especially if you like to stop where they don't idle their engines and whatnot. I was in there. I think I was number 101 or 102. I think it was 101. I do drop into Ernie's chat every single day before I start or after I end, one or the other. I stop in his chat every day that he's running. Whether I say anything or not, I always stop in there, give him his thumbs up, and I hang out for a bit. I don't just go in for, like a minute. Hang out. That way, with me not commenting, I know my thumbs up will stick. All right, now according to the GPS, we just crossed over into Monroe, but we just come out of Covington. Now, Covington is world famous for Dukes of Hazzard, Vampire Diaries, and many, many more shows that's been filmed right there in that little town of Covington. I think right there, the little intersection that we just went through, I think you would make a right-hand turn right there to get on into the town of Covington. Dukes of Hazzard, yeah. Vampire Diaries. I think Heat of the Night. I think Heat of the Night was there. Well, I'm pretty sure Heat of the Night was done there too. That would be a good e-bike run right there. If we was a little bit closer, that is. If we was a little bit closer. And that would be a good e-bike video right there. Gary Smith, thank you. How you been, sir? 292. I think we might be able to hit 300 before we get to the meetup. I think we can do it. Just a friendly reminder, if you've not got that thumbs up button yet, please smash it, mash it, punch it, kick it, lick it. We do not care how you do it. Stop smurfing on it. Don't be a part of the Salsa crew, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hit 300 before we meet up with Scuba Dude out here today. Got to meet him, but now we've delivered to this Monroe a couple of times. He said he's going to try. doing a lot of buffering right here. Eric, how you doing? How you doing today? Greg, how you doing? Right on, right on. Come on, car. Get on through the red light. Lord have mercy. Don't hit your brakes. There's a turning lane right there. Dang. Good Lord, I'm in the wrong lane anyway. Thank you, sir, for letting me over. I do appreciate that. That was mighty nice of you. Now, I'm not talking about the black car in front of us. The black car behind us, he got over and blocked the traffic for me and let me over. Hoorah. Four and a half miles away, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your fingers crossed that there's a open reserve reserve spot. Keep your fingers crossed that we can get in there and pay for a spot and legally be parked there. Now I'm going to park if they've got an open spot. Regardless whether I get to pay or not and stay in that spot, I'm going to park in a spot. That way it's safer for Scuba Dude to stop and talk. Hopefully we can pay for one and stay there until unload time tonight. Where'd that fly come from? Eggs and onions are very good for you. Heck yeah. Four more. Let's do it. I think everybody's wanting to save it for getting right there and to meet up with Scuba Dude, which that's okay. That's okay. If you throw it on out there, though, we can get the boom in right now and I can toss the popcorn out. Once I get out of the truck, there won't be no boom or popcorn. So if you want the boom and popcorn, go ahead and throw it out there, please. Boom! You guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, are freaking awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for over 300 thumbs up right here at the Ride Along Gang. I really do appreciate it. Snatch some salt from the Salty Crew, butter up that popcorn, enjoy the rest of the day. We do love the Misfits around here. Now, how much do we love the Misfits? Freaking bunches. 3 over 300 thumbs up and just right at the 2-hour mark. Y'all are awesome. Man, I tell you what. See how special y'all are? Extremely special. Well, I tell you what, if you're here at the Ride Along Gang, you're in the best company on the planet. Not only are you in the best company on YouTube, but you are in the best company on the planet. Man, the lot looks full. I believe that there might be. Oh, Sergeant Tom is here, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Tom is here. All right, what I'm gonna do, there is no parking here. Dang it. How unfortunate is that? There is absolutely not one spot here. I'm gonna stop us right here, I think. Man, Sarge is here. Hey guys, if y'all can hear me, what I'm gonna do, Sergeant Tom and Scuba Dude, I'm gonna swing around. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I want that in the view. God dang it, Sarge, how you doing? Everybody was worried you wouldn't show up. Oh man, look at that. Took some. I hope you like peppermint. Yeah, I do. I love peppermint.
straighten up.
I backed it up so that everybody can get a view.
Now I can tell how good you are.
Yeah.
That's almost 6.
Almost. Well, they're, I measured them one day. I don't remember saying.
Your wingspan is almost the same as your height.
Yeah.
So 6'2". That puts me not much.
I think they're right at the 5-foot mark, I think.
You almost got hit. You gotta go turn in that light, come this way.
Alright. Gotta have one big body. Take it.
Who's that button?
Alright. Both you guys make me look like a freaking dwarf.
Put it between us.
I'm gonna lose these people between us.
I mean, look at this, y'all. Look at this. I don't even come up.
He's growing more. He's just still growing.
Anybody that don't. Sergeant Tom on this side.
Where they knock the sign down.
Yeah. Yeah, no one say nothing for just a little bit right here, but now the last time I come up here and parked and I was right here, I was here for about 30 minutes and there was a dude out here circling the lot. I was like,
You be on the street here, you go down in front.
What about this today?
Huh?
What about onions?
It's onion season. It'll be what we do during onion season is we'll pick up in New Mexico where I picked this load up. We'll bring them to here, South Carolina, which is Payland, Florida, which is it's right there in Jacksonville. I
tell you about New Mexico, so good.
I have last year one time at Liberian.
We'll be ready to
From the Florida load, and I run them back out to New Mexico.
Happy Memorial Day to everyone. And
Side Rudy.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. That way they can hear us.
hello to all the lovely ladies.
I used to when I brought the mic out, I would carry it. I would hold it like this right here. And cracking. So what I do is I there it's magnetized. Ain't gotta worry about holding it. As long as we're right here in the vicinity, it'll pick us up. Now we get over at the door, maybe not.
Just don't forget it.
Yeah. A magnet. Come back out with a bunch of pictures. People's taking pictures of the ride along gang. Put up here on the front. I'm gonna put it right up, let it dangle. I'll get it up there where it sticks somehow or another.
I didn't know if you want. I put a little strip of paper in there. It has the hours, 1 through midnight through 12,
Yeah.
and then 1 through midnight, and then the 24-hour kind of 13, 14, 15 underneath that side.
Okay.
If you want it.
Yeah. Heck
It's
yeah.
in there with it.
That'd be awesome because I'm always sitting here doing this right here. When it comes to military time, I'm always 13, 14, 15, 16.
12 and head on up.
I didn't lose it. It's in that box.
Okay.
It's in the top.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
That's cool.
That is beautiful.
You got it?
I said it. I don't know. I couldn't be too heavy. case you didn't hear, Sarge asked me if I because I'm not real steady. So, want you guys to know me if I. Yeah, and Scooby Doo said I could drive his truck. But just so as you know, because he's offered to let me drive it. I know many times on the stream. Just to let you guys know, he did stand to his word, and he asked me if I did want to drive it. Just to let y'all know. What's that? I didn't realize these had back seats.
Well,
That's the baby.
That's a facility.
Yeah, there ain't nobody gonna sit behind Tom here.
That's for your hat.
That's all, yeah. Hi, guys.
Be safe, Sarge.
I'm gonna let you go in and park in the shade and get situated.
All right, Scoop.
And I'll catch everybody when I get home.
Yeah, appreciate you coming out, and thanks for all the stuff.
You can't get out that way. You got to bag it up.
Kick it in. Sarge. Man. I so before I'm gonna look at that. I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all what they brought after we get parked over here on the street. There's a little bit of spots available, but I want to get out on the street before it fills up as well, because the truck stop is full. There is no spots here, and what we're going to do is we're going to circle out and around, and we're going to get on the side street here, facing up. And parking here, $15 to park here. I was hoping, man, I was really hoping that getting here early enough that they would be a spot or two available, but I guess in order to have got here to get a spot, we would have had to got here maybe yesterday. Now that truck that we parked beside, they won't let him stay there, I don't think, all day and all night. Maybe, but I couldn't remember if Scooby Doo's truck was blue or silver. I thought it was silver, but I couldn't remember. As we was pulling in, I seen him pull in. And then, well, There's no mistaking the Porsche. And we got a little bit of buffalo right here. I don't know how it's gonna be here in the trees, but bad. And they've got a little roadway up right there. I don't know what it may or may not go to, but this is where I am going to park at. And I could go right on up there a little bit more. And there was a truck parked here when we pulled up. There was a truck parked here. I don't know if he was made move or if he was just taking a break. Not real sure about that. Well, we're not right at the no parking signs. We're off the roadway a little bit. The one no parking sign was up there in the little lane for pulling into this place. And the other no parking sign is right up there on the street, and we're not on the street. So I am gonna hang out here unless something is said about it. And then, like I say, if they come up and say, "Hey, come through here," then I'll go find us or I'll go to a Walmart. Now, well, Body Armor's Tropical Punch. 18 of these drinks. Heck yeah, he brought 8, I think it was 18 last time. I've still got a few, not many. I've still got maybe 3 or 4 from the last time. Susan, how you doing? But I drink them kind of slow, like I don't drink, like 5 or 6 a day. I drink them kind of slow so that if I don't have tea and I don't want Coke, then I've got this right here, which is perfect because, are we buffering? Evelyn says buffering. Are we buffering? Are we buffering? 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 We might be buffering because nobody's answering. Not bad. In and out. Okay, well, hang on just a second. We're going to go into a buffer for just a second. I'm going to see if I can straighten it up. Give me about 45 seconds, maybe a minute worth of buffering. I'm going to see if I can straighten it out. All right, how is that, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know how that is, if it's straightening out now, if it's doing better. Give me an idea of what it's doing now. Wake up, wake up, wake up, everybody, wake up. Where is it, Jay, that we deliver to in Florida? Right there, just outside of Jacksonville. Scuba Dude and Sarge was asking me, and I could not remember. Good so far, good so far. McClenny, there we go. Thank you, Chuck. McClenny, Florida. I couldn't remember. They asked me, and I was like, well, it's just outside of Jackson. It's right before you get into Jacksonville, but I couldn't remember McClenny. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, I want to say thank you, Sarge and Scuba Dude, for coming out and doing the meetup. And time we met up with Scuba Dude, we didn't have the. This time we was able to do it. How you doing, Devil? How you doing? Let's see what else we got now. I'm gonna get us out of the hole. Hang on just a second. Yeah. Let me know when it gets a little bit better here. Tingao, how you doing? All right, we're good now. 10-4, 10-4, good now. So, we got these body armors, 18 of them. He brought us 18 of them. Looks like we got 10 packs of Jolly Time Ultimate Theater Style Butter Popcorn. A freaking 40 pack. A freaking 40 pack of crackers. Toast cheese, Captain Wafers, Toasties. So it's different cream cheese and chives, peanut butter. So we got peanut butter, cream cheese and chives, cheddar cheese, and peanut butter snack crackers. That is awesome, Scuba Dude. That's awesome right there. That will, yeah, I like that because I'll be able to just reach up and grab one I'll keep them pretty convenient while I'm driving. Look at this pillow of peppermints. Over 600 mints in here. My gosh. We got more mints than Sonic's got. How about it? Over 600 of these things, y'all. No doubt about it. Fresh breath all the time. And he got me a jug, a 12 count of straps, which that is going to come in handy because I was actually going to get some of these within the next couple of days. I was actually going to get some of these straps, and I don't know how he knew that I was in the need of these straps, but that's going to be good because this is going to help out with one of our camera modes. 12 count, and there's multiple different styles in there. Now, Sarge, this is what Sarge brought out here. It's not the disco ball. I think that's already at the house. So that's already at the house. Now he said that when he when he was watching the cooking video, anybody that watched the breakfast in the truck video, I made my breakfast. I got my salt and pepper out, but I forgot to put the salt and pepper in my eggs, and I mentioned that in the video. So this is his way of keeping my brain on the salt and pepper track. We'll go like that, on the salt and pepper track. This is what this is what Sarge brought. It's a salt and pepper shaker train. How about that? How about that? And now Sarge has come on into the chat multiple times and said, hey, if come and meet up, and he would let me drive that Porsche. He did offer to let me drive that Porsche. That was the first thing he said to me. He said, you want to take it for a drive? And I was like, no. A Porsche is an awful expensive toy for me to tear up. And I'm bad for tearing up toys. So he did offer. That was the first thing he said when I mentioned the Porsche there. That's the first thing he said was, you want to take it for a drive? I said, no, but I'll sit in it. I'll sit down in it, but I don't want to take it for a drive. And I did. I wanted to take it for a drive. I did. But that's an expensive toy to tear up, and I don't have that kind of money. I've got money, but not that kind of money. So just so everybody knows that when he pops into the chat and asks us if I want to take it for a drive, oh, he is serious, and yes, he did offer right out here in the parking lot. Look at that. So you put I guess you put the salt in right there, and you dump it out from right there on top. And this is glass. It's not plastic. I thought it was plastic. It's not plastic. It is glass. Did you call me Rain Man? I ain't Rain Man. So yeah, I thought it was plastic when I seen it. I didn't realize it's porcelain or. So this one's the salt. Oh, look at that. This one's it says S on it, so I guess it says S on the bottom. So I want to guess it's the salt, but check that out. Check that out. Well, I'm a good driver too. I am. I'm a good driver, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. Especially when you get behind the wheel, anything can happen. You know, you could pull out in front of somebody. Somebody could pull out in front of you, and my foot would be to the floor. Anything could happen, and that's a responsibility that I wouldn't want to purposely, or would, yeah. Maybe another day, probably won't never be another chance, but I just wanted you guys to know that when he hops in here in the chat and says, hey, come drive my Porsche, he did, in fact, say, you want to drive it? Right out there in the parking lot. That it wasn't once we got here, can I drive your Porsche? No, it wasn't one of those. It absolutely wasn't. And Scooby Dude offered to let me drive his truck too. That is freaking cool. That is cool. Salt. No, wait a minute. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. That's awesome. I love that. Man, I got loaded full today. Salt and pepper shaker, train salt and pepper shaker, and it's Lionel. Enough crackers to last me for a good minute. Enough drinks to last me for a good minute. We got popcorn. It is. It's like Christmas in Georgia. And we got enough peppermints to last that's probably a year's supply for me right there. I like peppermints, but that'll probably last me that'll last me for a long time, for sure. So I want to say I believe that we're doing better. We're not buffering like we was. Doing a lot better. Last a few meetups. For sure. Alright, now our appointment isn't till midnight tonight. And now we got here in enough time to where, which it wouldn't have mattered, I could do the 8-hour split break. As soon as they get me unloaded in the morning, I don't think I've ever got into a Walmart and out of a Walmart in under an hour. It's always been at least somewhere between 1 and 6 hour unload at any Walmart that I've ever been to. So, our appointment is at midnight tonight, which means that we can be done anywhere from 1 a.m. Eastern time, 1 a.m. to 5 or 6 a.m. Shouldn't go beyond that. As soon as I get unloaded, if it's 1 a.m., I'm headed to the house. If it's 3 a.m., headed to the house. 6 a.m., headed to the house. And how far we are from the house right now, let's go ahead and throw it up on the GPS. "90 miles as the birds fly, 90 miles. Routed, it's 146 miles, so it's only going to be about a 3 hour trip when we get unloaded. If we start at 1, we'll be done by 4. If we start at 4, we'll be done by 7. And the stream should start somewhere between 1 and 4 in the morning. One way or another. Do you think Haber will be mad at you this time? I don't know. He might. He might be a little grudgeful. That's possible. He was the first time I set him out. Or left him at home. He was the first time. The second time and the third time that I went back, he wasn't mad. He was extremely happy to see me. But now hopefully you guys, hopefully Gary or somebody got a clip of me standing between Sarge and Scuba Dude. I didn't even come up to their shoulders, man. Did y'all see that? Well, we're in Monroe. Ty Hester, how you doing? Welcome to the Ride Along Gang. We're in Monroe. Right on. Now see, any field trips when you get home? No, Larry, there's not going to be any kind of field trips when I go home because I'm only going to be there for 2 days. It's going to be an in and right back out. Scuba Dude just got home, so he don't live too far from here. Full of buffaloes? Dang. I'm just going to be in and right back out, so I'm not looking to do any kind of field trips whatsoever. I do got to go get my DOT physical. That'll be one of the days that I'm at home. 10-4 on that, Ray. 10-4 on that. I do. And I was telling everybody, Scuba Dude, with the bungee cords, that I didn't know. Because I knew I hadn't said anything about it, but I was actually going to buy me some bungee cords within the next couple of days. And I didn't know how that you knew that, but these are definitely going to come in useful because I do have plans and I did need some bungee cords to set it up. So, yes indeed. And I know there'll be ones in here that I'll be able to use for it. I know that. I don't want to pull too many of them out because I'll never get them back in. But yeah, actually was planning on buying a few bungee cords here in the next couple of days, and now I don't have to. Great minds think alike. 10-4 on that. 10-4. What, the bungee cords? Of course, jumping the Star Wars theme. I'm gonna flip you guys outside for a minute so that y'all can see outside. You know, with a bunch of wasted space like what's over here on the left-hand side, it would be awful nice if that truck stop or gas station or whatever right there where we was at would was able to purchase this property and make some truck parking here. All right, Barry. Appreciate you stopping in and hanging out. We'll catch you next time around. Well, well, well. So, we're here with nothing left to do except hang out and wait. You are welcome, Tim Lee. That's what I was doing just now, was responding to Tim. I forgot about that particular one. I forgot about that particular one even coming in to chat. So when you put the last name down there, that was I was able to recollect that name and to give you the answer. 2 hours 48 minutes from the house is what we are. Jenny, how you doing? Let's see. Take a nap. Somebody says Mohammed, English. Mohammed, English please. English. Milo's, yep. Ain't the only one that drips oils. I seen somebody said something about an e-bike. About the e-bike. We won't be able to do any kind of e-biking because of where we're parked at. You know, had we been able to park up there in the parking lot, maybe. Yeah, Scuba Dude, Gary said that he got it clipped. Now, picture-wise, I don't know about... He got a video clip. I don't know about the picture. Traffic wasn't too bad. Traffic wasn't too bad at all coming out here. It was actually pretty thin. But the truck stop up there was full. So we ended up out here on the street. Now used to, let me flip the camera around so you guys can see. Used to, right there in that lot, right there ahead of us, they used to let us park out there in that lot. But apparently the local drivers was parking their trucks there. They was parking... Some local drivers was coming in that didn't even go, didn't even deliver to Walmart, would park their trucks there and go home. And apparently it got to the point to where Walmart got tired of it and they shut that parking lot down. And really, it's a shame that they did that because, we would have been able to park in one of the two lots. Had that lot still been open, there would have probably been some spots open at the truck stop. And it's unfortunate that they couldn't fix it to where you can only get into that lot by going through the guard shack and the guard shack letting you in. But I think that's what they told me the last time I was here when because I asked them about it, and I think what it is like local drivers that live around here would come in and park their trucks there and then go home. Leave their trucks sitting there all weekend or all week while they was off, and then come back and get the trucks. And oh yeah, I always keep an eye out. Are there any trains around? I don't know. The thing is, Roman, is my Google Maps is on my streaming phone. I don't have another. I don't have other phones. I don't have other devices to sit and look around at stuff. And when I'm streaming, I can't really go on to Google Maps. I mean, I can, but it's hard to go on to Google Maps with the camera sitting right there and trying to look through on sideways. Some people feel self-entitled on other people's property. Yeah. Now I have parked out here on the street before because that both parking lots being full. I have parked out here on the street before. Um, they may or may not say anything. I don't know. I can't get out on the e-bike though and do anything because of being parked right here. But they should. All the Walmarts should have parking for deliveries. I mean, they've got enough property around their building. All Walmarts do. I've never been to a Walmart that didn't have the capability of doing that. And if you're bringing in a delivery, they should have a parking lot set up for the people coming in on deliveries. And that's what I'm saying. It's really unfortunate that people did that and that they closed it instead of fixing it to where you had to come into the guard shack to go to the parking lot. You know, they could, if they could have closed it off up there and opened it up right down here for you to swing around to come in, that would have been much better. But Walmart and Liberal, I think I've been to that one. I think there's a couple few Walmarts out here that do. They're very few though. Loveland, Colorado has a staging area. Yeah, they're out they're out here, but they're very few. Not many of them at all. I think that any big distribution company, Walmart, Dollar Store, AutoZone, any of them, I think any big distribution company should, I think it should be a freaking requirement for deliveries to be able to park on the property, especially in places like this. I mean, where there's nothing else around, nowhere to park at for miles. You know, they should be required. Even make a few dollars from non-Walmart truckers. Yeah, but they should be set up for the deliveries. I mean, like, I'm not a Walmart trucker, but I'm bringing into Walmart, so they should have all places like this should have staging areas. They should. No reason for them not to. I mean, yeah, East Coast ain't. It's not big on truck friendly anywhere. Northeast is horrible. They're real bad. Of course, the West Coast is not trucker friendly, you know, as far as that goes. They want you in and back out, and who cares? That's what a lot of people don't realize, that when it comes to truck friendly, you know, as far as letting them park there. And I understand there's a lot of drivers out here that they're just slobs, inconsiderate. But I mean, that's people everywhere. Like the pilot that we started out from this morning, when I walked to the back of the truck to do my pre-trip to the back of the trailer, the embankment, man, it was just littered with trash. Littered. Yeah, I've been there. Brundage, Alabama. That's one of the onion season drop-offs. I think I only done it once last year, but there is a truck stop right down from that one. It's kind of similar to the Louisiana truck stop that we stopped at. You can usually find a spot there. And if that's the same one that I'm thinking about, used to you could street park, but now they've got it fixed to where you can't street park there. Team Fortnite. do as best as I can. We'll see you in a couple of days when you're brand new again. Craig, how you doing? Man, look at all these freaking crackers I got. I think I want to try these cream cheese and chives. I don't know if I've ever had those or not. I'm not saying I've never had them. I just don't know if I've ever had them. So I'm going to try them right here, right now. Let's have a cracker rate. We'll rate these cream cheese and chives. Maybe, if I can get them open. Those are good. I like those. On a scale from we'll do a scale from 1 to 5 on the crackers. That is a lot of Lance crackers. Now on a scale from 1 to 5, I'm going to give these a I'm actually going to give them a 4.2. There we go. Jay's got it. Jay's got it. I'm actually going to give them a 4.2. They are rich in taste. They are creamy. They're small. You can definitely taste the chives and the cream cheese. Yeah, 4.2. That flavor will definitely that strip of crackers will disappear. Say it, don't spray it. Disappear pretty quickly. Jay gets the golden star, and I throwed that rating up right before I looked, right before I seen y'all's rating. So. Don't let them get too old. They get grungy when they get close to their expiration date. 10-4 on that. Heck yeah. And I would say that I might go up to the Waffle House and get me something to eat. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. J-Rock, how you doing? A piece of bologna on that cracker would raise them up probably to a definite 5.2 on a scale from 5. On a scale to 5. Welcome back, Sarge. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, Sarge. Welcome back. Glad to see that you made it home safely. Got most of your tanks sorted out yesterday. Right on. Have one left to go. Hoorah! Hoorah! Now, what year is that Porsche you got there, Tom? I know you've said before, but I don't remember. 94? Maybe? Aaron Gonzalez, happy Memorial Day. How you doing? That was awesome. $99. I was pretty close. Scuba and the Bandit movie. The last real Porsche. There you go. And we got popcorn, man. We needed replenished on the popcorn supply, that's for sure. Found about 50 railroad spikes sitting next to the dumpster. Dang. That's a heavy load right there, 50 railroad spikes. And I hate that we was in a bad buffer spot. I wished I would have pulled in right here. Wished I would have got pulled in right here and done the med up. But gonna make something from them, not sure yet. What? TM4. Sell them off to the hobos. God, I'm gonna flip you guys back outside for a minute. I haven't. just said Americans' credit card debt $986 billion. Dang it. Worth 100,000 now? Good Lord. Sold it for 50. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing my part on the debt solution. I don't know much of anything. A little bit, not much. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, we have reached the end of our day. Scuba and Sarge, thank y'all for stopping by. I do appreciate that. That was awesome. Big dog, how you doing? Glad that you both made it home safely. Let's not all talk at once. But I think I am gonna go ahead and stop the stream here, and then because I need to take me a little nap because I am going to be getting up at midnight or taking off at midnight, and that's actually when my day will be starting back up, is at midnight. Because once I get unloaded, I'll be driving to the house, no matter what time it is, headed to the house, and my day will just keep going from there. So I do have to take me somewhat of a little bit of a nap if I can. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Appreciate Scuba and Sarge coming out. And everybody that comes back for the early morning drive home. Hopefully it's early. At least 3 o'clock early, hopefully. Good afternoon. So yeah, and like I say, I'll start the stream up, and I may even start it up at midnight. May even start it up going in. Well, no, I can't start it up till we're unloaded. So whatever time that is, between 1 a.m. and hopefully 3 a.m. at the latest is when we'll start the stream up. Y'all have a wonderful day. thank you. If you didn't get that thumbs up button on the way in, by all means, get it on the way out. And we'll see everybody back early in the morning that comes back early in the morning. Do appreciate y'all hanging out.